Flamingo 3, Chelsea 1. And we have a lot to get into. You get me? And first of all, from the lineup, I think I had problem. Enzo Maresca was playing it safe. And where did the safety get us? Now, if you watch that lineup, a lineup of Sanchez, which in my preview, I said he should start, and two centre back of Chaloba and Kobe, which I think was solid, which I think is our two best centre back options. The right wing, we have Malogusto, who was all right today. We have Cucurella. And in the midfield, it was James and Caicedo. And that is where I have problem. And now you look at the attack, you have Enzo Fernandez in the 10, Kupama on the right, Delap as number 9, then Neto on the left hand side. Now, brother, that lineup, the amount of experiments, I don't understand why we are experimenting on this lineup. We have seen Enzo Fernandez play as a 10. He's not good there. This match, I was expecting someone like Andre Santos. But starting James in the midfield, it doesn't make any sense for me. When we have midfielders, we have a load of options of midfielders. We have Isugo, we have Lavia, we have Caicedo, we have Enzo that can play in that position. And you choose to start James there. Didn't make sense for me. Didn't genuinely make sense for me. Now, when the match started, we started the match. Sanchez. Oh my business. Oh my Jesus Christ. Sanchez at the start of the match. He showed us he showed us preview of what he's going to do in this match. Started shaky. Two good passes under 5 minutes. He played two wrong passes to the opposition player. And that is where I know say now I was by Egoka. That is when I know we are in trouble. We are cooked. The game started. Obviously, Chelsea normal way, Flamengo we are the best team. They played well up until the first 20 minutes. And that has been a tradition for me. I'm like, all right, fine. We'll get into the game and maybe obviously win. Which was the case. Which was the case. Because at the 50 minutes, Delap had an attempt, which was saved by the goalkeeper and was giving us a corner. And I was like, we are into this game. And the lap on its own, we'll talk about the lap. But let me take you step by step on what happened in the match. In the 14th minute, Neto opens the scoring from a mistake from Flamingo side. And that tells you a lot of how bad this Chelsea team is. We scored from a mistake. We didn't really create much. From a mistake from Flamingo side in the 14th minute, we got the lead. 1-0. Cool. I was like, okay, we are going to win this match. Maybe probably 2-0 or something like that. This Brazilian side, they are going to calm down. We have seen teams like this come up come up strong against Chelsea, and at the latter stage of the game, kind of drops off. 1-0. We had some few chances. By the 20th minute, we're already going into the game. We controlled more of the ball than the first 20 minutes. And in the 26 minutes, Gusto had an attempt, and that was a good shot, by the way. Given that brother barely, I've never seen him have a very good shot, even crosses. But I think today Malo Gusto was not bad. Malo Gusto, in my opinion, was good. I won't say solid, but he was good. Now, in the 43 minutes, Kobe made a goal line clearance, from a corner, and that could have been where our downfall started. Could have gone like 1-0 down from there. Kobe made a clearance. Kobe made a clearance. I was like, cool, we're in the game. In the 44 minutes, the Lap had another opportunity from Pedro Neto, which was moved, which was played as a throw-in. And then in the 45th minute, something happened. That Enzo Fernandez penalty, I don't understand how that wasn't given as a penalty. That was an obvious penalty. And if that penalty was given and we scored it, this game would have been something else. I think the Flamingo side would have been deflected. I think they would have given up. Cool. In the 45th minute, cool. Went to the second half. Came out the first half. It was pretty much back and forth. back and forth. It was back and forth. Chelsea are playing, but nothing is happening. And meanwhile, Kopama, I didn't see much of him. I didn't really see much from anything from Kopama today. Like he was pretty much useless in that in that left wing side. Like it could have been better if he started someone like Madueke than starting Kopama there. I didn't see Kopama do anything. Like Kopama was switched off. He did nothing. And then in the 60th minute, after Flamengo made a substitution, they bring in Bruno Henrique in the 60th minute. And prior before that goal, because I'm about to talk to go, but prior before the goal, Sanchez made a very, very good save. Sanchez made some few good saves in this match. He made a few good saves, but I don't think this, like, see, Chelsea call AC Milan, pay the money, or guarantees Petrovic as number one. And I'm not in any way supporting what Petrovic said, like he should be guaranteed as number one. But when you look at what Sanchez is doing, and we have someone like Petrovic, and we refuse to pay, the reason why we don't have Mike Maignan in this competition is because we don't want to be Club World Cup tax. We don't want to be taxed for the Club World Cup. Like, are you kidding me? That's the reason why we don't have Mike Maignan in this competition, which is very, very crazy, which is mad. This board should go into the market, sign attackers. Our attack was non-existent today. Our attack was non-existent today. Now moved on. In the 64 minutes, James was substituted for Robbie Lavia, while Delap was out for Jackson. And from there, from the 64th minute, I lost interest in the match, and it was hell from there. It was hell from there. It was like bringing in Jackson was like opening the floodgate. Like, it was hell. Everything went south from there. Now the craziest thing: 8 minutes after Jackson came in, we are 2-0 up. Sorry, 2-1 up. Bruno Enrique again assisted. From a corner, he assisted Danilo 2-1. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the actual fuck? 2-1. And this is when you say this squad need experience. This squad need leaders. We need someone like, when things are not going our way, someone that is going to calm the tempo down, calm the players down. We don't have that in this team. We don't have it. Even if we do, we don't have enough of it. We don't have enough of it. I understand the whole youth project, but mix the youth project with experience. Mix it with experience. Any team you see that is going that is focused on youth project, look at Barcelona. You have some good experienced players there. You have someone like Szczesny, you have Lewandowski, you have Rafinha, you have Ter Stegen, a lot of players with experience. And some of those players like Araujo, who has been under experienced players. But our case, we don't have an experienced manager. Our manager is a rookie manager, an inexperienced manager with an inexperienced player. That is a recipe for disaster. The board should mix these two with experience. You look at that attack. I would have been judging Pedro, what's his name? Leon Delap, but I can't judge that brother. Because of what? I don't think he got any service. There was no service for him. We didn't create anything. I didn't see us do much. Like, we didn't create anything. And for Pedro Neto, see, that brother scored. I'm happy for him. 2 goals in 2 matches, but he should tune down with the back pass. That guy cannot dribble past anybody, and he's a winger, and that is one of the that's my problem with him. A lot of time he was giving the ball, and he slowed it down. Looking for where to pass the ball. Brother, you are an attacker. You're a winger. Dribble your man. Neto could not complete one single dribble today. A very nice goal, by the way. Very nice goal. But how can you tell me you're a winger and you cannot complete one single dribble? One single dribble. Brother, one single dribble. Yeah, I see people saying that the difference between Chelsea and PSG is the manager. All of you are mad. All of you are mad. All of you are mad. How can you have Neto in your team and you are comparing Chelsea to PSG? Are you fucking mad? Are we? See, we are not serious. I swear we are not serious. I'm not. I'm not panicking much. I'm not calling for Enzo Maresca to be sacked because I don't think it's his problem. He's working with what he's been given. Give the coach what he wants, and then if the coach doesn't deliver, now we have someone to hold on to. But you look at the team, we didn't get a winger. We were losing, and we didn't have. There was no one to like look. If you look at the bench, no one to change it. If we are still going this season with Leon Delap and Jackson, I can tell you, we are not winning nothing. We are going to Champions League. There's no way we are winning Champions League with Delap. It's not possible. There's no way we are competing for the league with Delap. It's not possible. Like I saw him, with what I'm seeing, it's not possible. You look at our wing options, non-existent. Kopama today was rubbish. In fact, our whole attack today was rubbish. I don't know what the excuse will be. I'm still expecting us to, qualify for the group stage. Think we'll win our next match, certainly. But this is a very, very disappointing outing. And for Caicedo, I think Caicedo and Cucurella for me were like the two standout players for me. They are the best players on the field on the Chelsea side. They are the best players on the field. These two players have been consistent throughout the season, throughout the league campaign, and this Club World Cup. They have been our two most consistent players this season. You get me? And for Jackson, I think it's time. It's time for us to wrap it up. It is time for us to wrap it up with Jackson, the whole Jackson experiment. I think it's time for Jackson to get sold. I think it's time for us to sell Jackson. This brother is still serving a suspension in the league. He is still serving a suspension in the league. Against Newcastle, he had a red card. How can you tell me you are not a defender, an attacker in the space of 2 months? In the space of 2 months, you got a red card. You came in 64 minutes, left 68 minutes. Please, wrap it up. It's okay, we are fine. Wrap it up. Sell that brother. Sell him. Sell Nicolas Jackson. That brother is unreliable. Like, is it Jackson or is it Balotelli? Is it Balotelli with a max? Uncover yourself, Nicolas Jackson. Are you Balotelli? Let's see. Because make it make sense. Nicolas Jackson is not starting the first match of the season. He's not starting our first match of the season, which is against, I think, Crystal Palace. He's not starting. Because what? He's still on suspension of the previous red card he has. Now in this tournament, you came on from the bench. We are I think it's a draw. 1-1. And what do? You got a red card. We are 2-0 up, 2-1 up. And you got a red card. And you got a red card. I don't know what to say, honestly. I don't know. My goodness. But not to panic. We'll still qualify. But tomorrow, just wait for the briefing. This club, they will use briefing and kill us tomorrow. But just hold on and wait for the briefing. You hear some madness coming from the board. The transfer window is open. They should make some signings. Get someone over the line. See, we need signing, especially in the attacking area. In the attacking department, we need signing. Nicolas Jackson and the lab, for next season. For next season, look at what we are competing. Liverpool are in for Isak. They just signed for Vet. They will complete Milo Kekes very soon. They will sign Frimpong. And we are getting Delap. We are turning up with Delap. Liverpool is turning up with Isak. Manchester City with Hoyland. My goodness, what the fuck am I saying? Haaland. Liverpool has Salah. And we are turning up with Delap to compete for the league. They are turning up with Delap and Jackson. We are slowly becoming a mid-table team. Like I said, we need some experience and we need to like go in the market and sign good players. I'm tired, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next one. You go be.